Welcome everyone to the broadcast. It is so good to have you all here tonight. Hello everybody. Hope you're all having a fantastic weekend and a good start to your week. I am the sharply dressed man. We're playing some more Pathologic 2 tonight. Hello Ada. Welcome to the broadcast. Hey everybody. Why more Pathologic 2 while we're playing the DLC? The Marble Nest DLC. Which is, this is gonna be fun. I mean, apparently this is from the Bachelor's POV. This is Daniil Denkovsky's POV. And, you know, Pathologic is just a surreal, weird game anyway, so we'll see what happens with this. The DLC should prove to be interesting. It says it's about 3 to 4 hours of gameplay, so we might finish it tonight. We'll see. I have no idea exactly what's going to happen. I'm assuming this happens, like, during the same time frame as the Higher Specs playthrough? But I have no idea what to expect. So, we're gonna play it. It's gonna be good. We'll get into the rest of In Sound Mind likely on Wednesday. Wrap that up and then start playing some Monster Hunter Wilds. Maybe Thursday? Thursday or Friday. Friday might be good because that'd be a long stream. I can't do Thursday. It would definitely be Friday. Wednesday and then Friday. Yep, okay. There you go. So we might have to wrap up as In Sound Mind Friday night and then start playing Wilds into the late evening. Every time I say we might finish the game tonight, it only takes longer. Yeah, maybe. If I want to finish it tonight, I better get started right now, right? Is that what you're saying? Like, hey, shut up and start playing the damn game. Alright, jeez. You don't have to be so pushy. I'm firing it up right now. Gosh. Twist my arm. I really enjoyed playing through Pathologic. Unintended difficulty, even though I died 30 times and it took me a week and a half to finish the game, 40 hours of gameplay. It was really good. It was really good. Very memorable experience, I gotta say. Left an impression. I can't wait for the rest of the series. Just another week and a half, 2 weeks for the Pathologic 3 prequel, or not the prequel, but like the prelude teaser beta. I don't know what they're gonna call it. Comes out very soon. Very soon. It's rapidly approaching. Hey, wizards, welcome. Let's get started. Seems like a good time. You're playing Monster Hunter Wilds right now? Well, hope you're having a good time. Alright, here we go. Pathologic 2, the Marble Nest DLC. You are Daniil Denkovsky, a Bachelor of Medicine and Fighter of Death. You have one last chance to figure out the truth. Oh, God. We are not doing too hot here. What the hell is this thing? Executor Cloak. Protects against the infection during contact. The pendants serve no obvious purpose, but tearing them off would be a waste of time. So we are, like, infected, exhausted.
Shapeless ghouls walk in stolen guises.
You are a brave man, Doctor. I'm glad to see you finally mustered up the courage to do it. Meaning it's probably time to say goodbye, right? Why so soon? Well, you're going to die now. Death is awaiting you downstairs by the exit. I wonder if you'll manage to give it the proper answer this time. Yeah, Aspide's here. We don't know her name, because we were never properly introduced, evidently. I'm a doctor. I've been fighting death my whole life, and I usually succeed. You are a great doctor, there's no denying that. A skilled fighter of death. The plague almost devoured this town, but you managed to protect the stone yard from the infection, creating an impenetrable citadel here. But take a peek outside, and you'll see that people are still dying. Why do you reckon that is? My plans were disrupted by a freak accident. If only I could relive this bloody day. You made a mistake. Fought the wrong enemy. What do I have to do to get through to you? You want to exterminate death, yet you drag it behind like a tethered bull. That's just not the right way. Yes, I want to exterminate death, and I'll do just that, rest assured. Farewell, Doctor. You were a good man, but your eyes were stitched shut. Go down now. Death is getting restless. Evil Saturday, foul Saturday. Any Saturday is followed by a Sunday. Hello? Mr. Bull? Okay. He's just living in Espidy's house now. Great. A key. It's cold. Daniil as a prick? Yeah. I am a doctor and a damn good one. Get out. Orderly number 12, done. I took them all away, can't do no more. Took them where? They're on the other side of that door. I couldn't carry them any further. I'm exhausted. Sorry for making such a mess of your house, but I ain't going back there, don't make me. This is not my house, this is a temporary place of residence. And it was I who ordered to set up a hospital here. Nothing to apologize for. I'm dead tired, Doctor. I haven't had a decent sleep for 2 days now. Any more assignments? We're goners anyway, no chance to break out of here. We did all we could, but this seems to be it. Orderly number 12 going off duty. We're not done yet, stay alert, I may need you. Just one more thing, Doc. Reckon there's still hope? Yeah, wow, Daniil's responses are so, like, mean. There were 13 districts in your town. Miraculously, I managed to save 2. Dozens of refugees are sheltered here. There will be survivors. Whoa. Wait. Did he die? Dora Fugel. The room full of dead bodies? Yeah, just walk right in there. Everything's done. I got a bit sleepy though, sorry about that. Shall we proceed with the treatment, Doctor? What treatment? Who are we gonna treat? Where is everyone? Don't give me that look, Doctor. Don't blame yourself. I think I know why we ended up like this. Your attention must have slipped today. You didn't put all the pieces together, failed to assemble the puzzle. You're raving and not making too much sense. You told us yourself, don't you remember? Everything that transpired did so for a very good reason. The puzzle was almost solved, but some pieces must have slipped. Me? I don't even know what events you were referring to. It was your day after all, not mine. Evil Saturday. Foul Saturday. Puzzle is not the word I would use. I'm glad you're feeling better, Dora. Now get some rest. She was dead. She was upstairs, dead. Running. Oh, so it's true. You've given up? Resigned to die? Thrown in the towel? The great Bachelor Dankovsky, a celebrity thanatologist, the scientist who has claimed to have defeated death itself. Utterly failed, haven't you? What makes you think I've resigned to die? I trusted you. We all did. For as long as you lived, so did we. I know it firsthand, and now you've decided you've had enough and marched into the grave meekly like a lamb to the slaughter. It must feel nice to find an easy way out. The easy way is shifting all the responsibility from your dumb heads to my shoulders. It all just slipped through your fingers. The disease infiltrated the stone yard today, but you didn't notice. Your type would never go through a back alley. Your routes are always the same, from the main street to the main square and back. Perhaps you weren't really looking. Perhaps you're in league with it. The epidemic began the day you arrived in the town. I wonder if that's a coincidence. Post hoc non propter hoc, as they used to say.
Come here.
Oh, whoa, whoa! Can't even loot him. Hello there. The Executor. This is it, Doctor. You fought valiantly, but you've lost. A foe like me is no match for men, and you are no exception. So are you ready to die? No, that is not what I intend to do. So you didn't understand anything? Stubborn man. You've done more than is humanly possible. You've cordoned off the safe part of the town, but it was all in vain. I'm here already. I don't believe you. This is all a dream, a nightmare. A prophetic dream, Bachelor, such is the nature of the plague. The town seems clean and calm in the morning, but somewhere in the depths of a nondescript house, a carrier is already lurking. Come noon, fleas appear in hordes, transmitting the sickness. So do rats. By the evening, the whole town is in agony. You've seen this many times already. So, are you ready to die? No, don't even try. Soon I'll wake up and you'll be gone. No. You may not see me at once, but that doesn't mean I won't be there. I'm telling you, I'm already in this part of the town. Please understand that resistance is pointless. You need to come to terms with my existence and accept me, like you accept the law of gravity. I am Earth. We are of the same nature. Are you ready to die, Bachelor? Yeah, you can just say yes, and then it ends the conversation. Well, Praemonitus, Praemonitus. Praemonitus, Praemonitus. If you've infiltrated the stone yard already, all I need to do is find you. As you wish. In that case, go and see for yourself. Begone, plague, out of my way. And so he is begone. Whoa!
Snips and snails and puppy dog tails.
I was gonna say, is that Sticky? He's alive! Doctor, wake up, a bad thing happened. I know, the infection found its way here, and its carrier must be around. Perhaps walking the streets right now. Blackie's old man is ill, but it's not plague. I mean, not the sand thing. Will he cure him, and not send beakheads after him? Whether it's the sand thing or not is for me to decide. But well done, lad, waking me up immediately. An hour of hesitation could have cost us the town's life. Also, the judge was here, demanded you be woken up. I stopped him. Didn't like how the old geezer looked at all. Nuts is how he looked. Hands shaking and all. What do you mean, stopped him? What if it was important? Are you out of your mind, lad? Do you appreciate what's at stake here? He's arisen from the dead. He looked completely nuts, I'm telling you, and you looked dead tired. The judge was here an hour ago or so anyway. Must be at his place now. It's next door. Alright, an hour's not much. I'll look into it.
Well knows the kitten whose meat it has eaten.
What were you dreaming about anyway? You were screaming as though devils were dragging you to hell by hooks. Death talked to me. It said I only have time until the evening. I see. Were there bulls in your dream? Just one. Rather spine-chilling though. Why do you ask? Too bad. If you dream of a bull, that means the dream is prophetic. So it'll come true. Everybody knows this omen. You need to see Saba. I don't believe in omens. Now please remind me where I'm supposed to go. You need to go to Blackie to the left through the gate. His house will be the one directly in front of you. As for the crucible, it's on the main square, and that's where the judge lives. He's probably at home. I've been in this town for a week now. I know where the crucible is. It's hard to miss the main square. Uh-huh. Oh, and one more thing. Don't give nuts to Shrew. I thought rodents liked nuts. Because, just don't. I'll consider it. I'll think about doing the thing that you asked me to. I like how I have a pocket watch. Is Shrew like Sticky's pet? Okay, cool. Bull skull, nice. What happened to this thing? Why is that thing all boarded up? Just boarded up this closet and put it in the middle of the room. Seems weird. I have only until the evening, but I must loot everything in the house, because who knows what will come in handy versus not. I've already got a piece of toast, so that's like a big win in my book. Fun thing regarding the flavor text on items. Touching the item will give different flavor text depending on if it's from Daniil or Artemy. Oh. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Because they're going to have different takes on things, right? Kind of excited for the Clara playthrough. Fresh water is brought to the town daily from a spring in the steppe and distributed among the households by water bearers. The rumor that General Block, the chief commanding officer of the soldiers deployed to the town, hanged himself on a noose made of tourniquets rather than succumb to the disease is absurd and unfounded. This rubber band can't support the weight of a grown man. So wait, General Block is dead? Or at least missing? In this playthrough? Yikes. Okay, that's bad. Time doesn't seem to work properly in the town. There's no other explanation for how Georgie Kane, the judge, is twice as young as his twin brother. What? Twice as young as his twin brother? The Kane's love for clockwork is surely connected. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean. If focus can be held by an object of any size, a polyhedron, a room, a nut. That's interesting. Broken ampoule. An ampoule that once contained either life-saving or life-ending medicine. It served its purpose, whatever it was, and is now useless. Save that. Match. Draw the short one. One must recall that which is most dear to them before the match burns out or the whole thing won't work. Daniil's view on people differs. Artemis separates them in anatomy terms. Daniil separates them in chess terms. Interesting. There's a sick person in neck 1. Okay, so who's alive and dead? A lot of stuff to do. The sand plague has infiltrated the town. The source or the carrier must be around where? The judge paid me a visit this night while I was asleep. There's a sick person. A boy named Sticky implores me to not give nuts to a girl named Shrew. Not under any circumstances. Hello. Orderly number 6. Grigory Gorky, number 6. Here to report to you, Doctor. Well? Generally, the coast is clear, sir. No signs of the plague. I'd say you've won. Congratulations are in order. As for us, we are leaving this part of the town. Our place is across the river. Still work to be done there. Across the river? You're leaving nowhere. It's quite the opposite, actually. You're staying here to comb every suspicious nook and cranny. We've missed something, I know it. But most orderlies are gone for good. Some of them gone home, even. Come now, Doctor, your work is done. Take a look at yourself. I've seen happier corpses. You're overworked and deserve a rest. A good, long, peaceful rest. There's no rest for the wicked. I never dismissed the orderlies, so why are they gone? Do my words mean nothing? There's simply nothing left to do. The coast is clear. There are several orderlies who have not abandoned their duties. They're probably still out there guarding suspicious spots. They insist on staying unless you withdraw the orders personally, Doctor. Bootlickers, if you ask me. Subservient show-offs. Thank God someone's heart and mind are in the right place. Why so tense, Doctor, if I may ask? Some whippersnapper just rushed past me. Was it he that disturbed you? Yes. It was that stupid kid. The little rascals only understand spanking, if you ask me. Gotta give them a good beating every now and then. Ground them, and assume any word they utter is drivel. They're never up to any good. Lot of energy, little reason. The little rascals are not to blame. Irresponsible idiots like you are. Damn. Savage. A few orderlies still remain. Where's the front door to this place? So, Dankovsky, did you find that thief of yours? What thief? This night, a disheveled man broke into Judge Kane's house. Picked up quite a racket. He begged the judge to hide him from you. Pleaded for justice. Everyone assumes he stole something from you. He asked the judge for justice. I wonder if he expects me to shoot first and ask questions later. I don't know. Perhaps. He must have had his reasons. Perhaps a visit to the judge is in order. Asked me to refer to Daniil as the prickly prick that'll bury us all, and that's pretty accurate. He has his, priorities. The judge is actively sabotaging my efforts in fighting the sand pest. Who all is dead? Let's see. Grief, Eva, Casper, Lara, Grace, Notkin, Foreman Oyun. Stack is still alive somehow. The Changeling is still alive. Mark Immortel is in danger? What? Queens, pieces, pawns. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. That's really interesting. So, he categorizes them completely differently than Artemy does. Artemy has, like, not just anatomy, but his own understanding of anatomy, the nerve layer, the, blood and all that business. So this kind of like goes towards Daniil's personality. I love it. All right. Don't have a lockpick. Don't have a lockpick. This is the sick person. Gotta loot his house first. Blackie. It's not the sand pest. Don't tell him beakheads. He'll get better, I know it. Beakheads. It's just the moniker you've given the orderlies. Don't be afraid of them, they're public servants. They're doing a good job, too. Nothing good about their job. A fast job is what they do. You just sneeze and here they are grabbing you with them hooks, dragging you to the ward. And it's where the sick are. So the only way out of there is feet first. When did he get sick? An hour ago or so. Dropped down and started beating and flopping like a fish. Mouth open and all. I brought him water, but he couldn't tell me it was me. He couldn't tell it was me. Really an hour. This is good news. Alright, I'm not done looting. Alright, let's see what's wrong with this guy. Examine. This man is dead. Okay, well I found out what's wrong with him. He suffers from dead. Chronic case of not breathing. Doesn't seem like the sand pest, but there's no harm in double checking. Better safe than sorry. The symptoms do not fit the horrible disease that's exterminated 2/3 of the town's population in a week. Judging by the preliminary analysis, the man died of a massive stroke. Your father didn't die of the sand plague. False alarm. He had a stroke. Not the plague. Oh, hello. Relieved? An ordinary stroke. Yes, not everyone dies of the sand pest. Oh no, it all begins someplace else. You've got the wrong address. Perhaps you could give me the correct one? Oh, you thought you could catch me on the first try. That's quite an ego, Doctor. Ambition seems to be your middle name. You challenged death and expect your fight to be this simple? You must be kidding. I'm almost offended. I've been fighting death for many years and I usually succeed. Neither pox nor cholera nor sand pest kill people. All they do is reduce their lifetime. Yet the time of the world is yours to control. Who was the murderer? A sickness that let no second go to waste? Or you, who bothered not to hurry? I think it's the latter. It's alright. There's still a chance to fix everything. You are arrogant and condescending, Doctor. You despise people. Their life, health, and time mean nothing to you. Want an example? You turned the cathedral into an isolation ward, and now it is chock full of exhausted and terrified people. They've spent a torturous night there, waiting for you to examine them, yet you're in no hurry to relieve their suffering. God damn it, slipped my mind completely. Forgot to inspect all the patients. Who were you talking to just now, Doc? Now he's orderly number 11. Is this your idea of a joke? No, sir, I was ordered to come, sir. A person has died here, sir. We take our orders seriously around here, sir. Forget it, doesn't matter, just do your job. Are you feeling okay, Doctor, sir? You're kind of pale, dark rings under the eyes present, too. You must be overworked and exhausted, your schedule is insane. You need to have a good long sleep, sir. Very long. Why does everyone keep saying that? Must go and rest in peace. There's no time to rest. I'm planning to examine this whole house. Do you have a master key? I do, sir. Here it is, sir. Please kindly note how fragile it is, sir. Only good to unlock a couple of doors, maybe 3. Then it breaks. Better than nothing. Hand it over. It's a lockpick. The master key is a lockpick. All right. It just opened the door automatically. That's crazy. That's so good. Apparently, Dan Koski doesn't have time to mess with the lockpicking minigame. Let's go upstairs and see what's up there. Have you considered dying? Just lay down. Go to sleep. Like, whoa. Hello? Why are you being so hostile? Spindle. Not sure what I'll use with that for, but we got one. Big bucks. You're so rich right now. Okay, Simon is dead. Or Victor's dead. Footsteps can be heard from Victor Kane's house even though I've personally declared him clinically dead. It wasn't the plague that took Eva. Forrest was taken to a talk with Captain Longin soon after the army arrived. General Block's headquarters used to be here. He's dead. The home for the living is now deceased. New pantomime is being rehearsed at the theater. Fat Vlad, ruler of the Bull Enterprise, has disappeared. People like him always have a corner to hide in. I never made it to Bachelor Day 7. No. I know I tried, like, super hard. I know that there was something about Eva in that playthrough, and you have to... I spent a lot of effort trying to make sure that she survived, but I'm pretty sure that she died, and that was like the last thing that happened when I was playing the Bachelor run, and I don't remember exactly under what circumstances. At night, light glimmers in the houses of this house, the nutshell. Blocked by the army. High Respects is dead. If only I knew whether he'd made that panacea of his. He died? Architect Andrew Stamerton is dead for as long as his brother is. As far as I understand, bulls are slaughtered here, in the abattoir. Cemetery is blocked from the inside, no one knows what happened there. Architect Peter Stamerton survives as long as the polyhedron, the paramount of his creation, survives. This is interesting. He has like a fully different view on everybody. Governor Saburov went down with the town. Someone convinced Katerina Saburova, a local ruler, that she must save the town. She promptly went across the river, and we had already evacuated her too. You can't stop her... Oh, I see. You can't stop her death. Got it. Clara the Changeling insists that Yulia is beyond the threat of the plague, being the only person to understand the true logic of what's unfolding. Well, I know that's not true, because she died of the plague in my playthrough. No one's seen Maria in the upper town for 2 days. We can't find her. The Focus? He doesn't call it the polyhedron, he calls it the Focus. Orderly number 2. Mikhail Goba, number 2, reporting in. You know, no matter what they said, I couldn't believe you were done for, and right I was. What do you mean, done for? I've been told that you died of exhaustion. I don't remember who brought the news, but the rumor is that you burned yourself out. Protected us from the plague, but at the cost of your own life. So some of the guys went to the judge for further instructions. Nothing to do here, he said. Your place is across the river. The judge canceling my orders. What is this about? That's what I said too. None of his business, medicine. Smart man that the judge is. No arguing here, but you're the plague man. His business is power. As for the pest and other medical stuff, We are to do what you, the Bachelor, have ordered, no matter what, no matter if you're dead or alive. Alright, I'll deal with the judge. Now report the situation. Reporting in, the Dusk District, House 1, there it is to the left, with the smoking chimney, is harboring Aspity, a local quack. There's a rumor circulating that she's not susceptible to the sand pest and can cure it too. House 2 to the right, a suspicious group of children is ogling its windows. They're probably up to no good. Tell me more. This Aspity, or Saba, is quite a character. It's plainly obvious what types she will attract. The infected types. Nimble they are. Swift, like mice. Won't be held back by any kind of barrier. You won't be able to stop them. I mean, look, they're already crowding her place. That mob is even larger at dawn. How long has she been here? She came last night. I mean, you've sealed the stone yards, there's no sand pest here. And consequently, she has few pilgrims visiting. There's no demand for her services. But still, it would be safer to get rid of her. She's looking for trouble. What's wrong with the children then? You said they were ogling windows? The children are not getting enough spankings. That's what's wrong with them. They don't give a rat's arse about the adults, so you have surely noticed. It's a clear sign. Wherever there are kids, there is trouble. It's just the games they play. Malicious games. I wouldn't be surprised to find out this whole outbreak was just a game of theirs too. One more thing, where's your commanding orderly? Across the river? No. They were planning to throw a small party at the Cape, by the tombs. I'll shove this party right up there. They're gonna have a party? What? Suspicious crowd is gathered by one of the houses in the Dusk District. Someone is spreading rumors that I am dead. The local cathedral served as a refuge for those who showed suspicious signs. What the hell is happening? Alright, kids. You're not kids. What are you doing here? This is Aspity's place. I came here before you, but you may go in first. I need to pluck up my courage. What's inside? Tonight, Aspity came here. Saba Utun, our mother and the mistress of dreams. And you're expecting this family reunion to go less smoothly, I gather? Indeed. I dreamed of a frightening thing today. Only Aspity can tell dream truths from dream lies. Dream truths and dream lies? What are you talking about? All dreams are prophetic. But ordinary people can't tell which dream things will happen inevitably and which can be changed and which were merely dross. What about you? What did you dream of? That is my business, not yours. Even if I told you, it would be pointless. You would only hear dream lies. Aspity, on the other hand, can see your dream with her own eyes. So it doesn't matter which words you use to describe it. Whoa, that's pretty handy. I wish I could do that. If you tell me what you dreamed of, you can have any item of mine. I'll even let you choose which one. I dreamed that I would die today, and that I wouldn't be the only one. Of the sand plague, I believe? No. Aspity taught us how not to fear that boogeyman. There is no sand plague. I saw death by fire. Okay. Take your time plucking up all the courage you need. You took my pocket watch. That bastard. I needed that so I could make money. Long before the current socio-economic catastrophe, the local townsfolk developed a tradition of barter that the whole community reveled in. This includes many types, such as tit-for-tat and retrab. It is sometimes secret, with people swapping items blindly. I don't know what was in that thing. Hello, Aspity.
I hope the dead mistresses remain dead. We need neither Nina nor the Eagle Mother here.
Hello, Doctor. What did you dream of today? I dreamed that an outbreak would happen here today. The plague itself came to me wearing an orderly's outfit and gave me time until the evening. No matter, it sounds stupid when I say it out loud. I need a dream hook. try to remember the mood, if only for a second. This is crucial. Then, in your mind's eye, imagine a single detail that seemed pivotal to you. Just don't try to invent anything new. Remember it. Then I'll be able to see your dream as if it was mine. I remember you. You were there in my dream, telling me I failed to understand something. You're missing the point, Doctor, and I think you also tend to mix up death and plague, which are actually not the same. You mix up death, death, and death, but they are not the same. You can't even tell death from death. Not the same. How many different words did I use? 40-something, all of them meaningless. The thing that came to you tonight was death, not death as you thought. It wants you to understand why it haunts you, and it won't take you in until you do. It's as simple as that. I see. So was I supposed to just accept everything and meekly go belly up? No. If you agree to die without understanding, you will simply cease to exist. I doubt that would be of any interest to you, and it would definitely be pointless to your visitor, and it would never do anything unless it has a point. Death literally is the cessation of existence. I've been studying it all my life. I know what I'm talking about. This is precisely why it can't just take you in. You're blind. You don't know the first thing about it. Death is not the end. Not at all. Would you like me to prove it to you? You're a doctor. You'd easily see through any act. Watch me die properly. When it knocks, simply open the door. What? What? What's happening? Why would I be convinced by your gimmicks? It's not like you have a degree. Because I know how to die properly. Do you have a weapon? No, I don't. She want me to fight her? She promised to teach me how to die properly. Whoa! What is happening?
I feel the mothballs rattling inside my heart.
See, there's nothing terrible about it. I died properly. What? What? What do you mean properly? I knew why it needed to happen. Never let this understanding slip my mind, not even for a second. Concentration and the ability to clear your mind of any secondary thoughts are crucial. That's all there is to it. And why did it need to happen? This time I did it because I needed to convince you that running away from death will get you nowhere. You won't win this way. You'll only make it worse. There's no need to hurry, though. Suicide only leads to void. It's not the right way to cross the threshold. How can it be worse? And if death is so painful, why hurry? Because there is fear swelling inside you, and fear won't help you understand how to die properly. Even without the understanding, you will still die, Bachelor. But it won't be a true death. To the contrary, it will be your complete, absolute end. You will simply cease to be. It's not quite as unpleasant as eternal damnation, but still rather less than thrilling. What? I need to mull this whole situation over.
The picture is slowly coming together.
When one dies properly, they are greeted by something other than non-existence beyond the threshold. But how does one die properly? Well, obviously, you just follow Aspide's instructions. You know why you need to die. That much is clear. The orderlies are having a celebration. The kids are here doing something. Have you collected them? Collected what? The nuts. You promised to get us nuts. What do you need nuts for? How many times have I told you it's none of your business? Must be 100 times or 200. I need them, simple as that. Well, I don't. Need this fuss, I mean. Wrong. You need the keys, don't you? The keys to this house? I mean the one where everyone's dying, but unless you bring me nuts, you'll get no lockpicks. None at all, got it? People are dying inside this house? What makes you think so? I don't want to talk about it. I'm scared. Let Sleepyhead tell you. You're frightening me. Let me say it again. We had a deal. You can go everywhere. I can't go anywhere. Thanks loads for that. right? That's why you get me nuts, and I give you whatever you need in exchange. Lockpicks. Handmade, rare, super luxurious product if you ask me. No need to be shy. You can't go anywhere with a pocket full of rare luxurious handmade lockpicks? Right. Perhaps it'd be safer for me to have them. Perhaps, but only in exchange for nuts. Got it. Trading 1 for 1, right? I sullenly swear. Heavens, sevens, now, and for Vance. Good. Shrew would trade nuts for lockpicks, which are the only way to get inside the suspicious house. But Sticky said never to trade nuts to Shrew under any circumstances.
Don't spit into the wind. For your own sake. If
How's-
nothing else.
How's Blackie? He's fine, but his stepfather died. I have a very important thing to ask of you. Don't listen to Shrew, okay? And never ever give her nuts. It's all a trap, got it? What are you lot doing here? Sleepyhead over there is waiting for the departing to depart. Soon they will. It's a game of ours. The departing? You mean someone's dying inside? A couple of good masters used to live here, fine-tuners. Sleepyhead wants them to advise him after they die. Nuts can preserve people after death. So Shrew wanted to scrounge one from Sleepyhead for you, but he won't give her any. Nuts preserve people after death? For me? Look, just don't give nuts to Shrew, alright? Give them to me instead. I don't want you to die. You can keep living with us. Teach me too. I want to be a doctor, you know? Here, will this kind of nut do? This kid is loaded. He's got Schmouter on him? He has no lockpicks, though. Food? Tons of food. The Schmouter is suspicious, like... Are there people I need to cure of the plague in this DLC? That seems really suspicious. Do I buy it just to be safe?
My knee pits itch. Is that bad?
Just don't tell Shrew I warned you, right? We're good friends, actually. The only thing that made sense in your story was that you kids are all starved for nuts.
You know my nerves can only take so much.
Sticky would even buy nuts for me, trading for useful items like bandages. I traded nuts to Sticky. But I did not trade nuts to Shrew. Shrew's got the keys, not me. I don't need to go in there anyway. One can catch him from over here just fine. Catch whom? 2 solid masters are dying in there right now, Siskin and Lotman. Both have been over the river, so now they're done for. That's what you get for getting carried away. Anyway, I want to collect them into nuts. I'll listen to them before I go to sleep and they'll advise me. Collect them into nuts? How? A nut is a tricky fruit. It resonates. If you do everything properly, you can preserve a person inside. Got it? Talk to him after death and all. Through a teeny tiny hole. If he agrees to, I mean. What if he doesn't? Well, then you wait for him to get bored. It's probably super tiresome sitting inside a nut talking to no one. Eternal life must be tedious. Unless you're evolving. Just don't you worry, okay? It will be over soon. You 3 loafers need to go and find yourselves a good, safe shelter. Aye, no point arguing with you anyway. We'll come in a sec. Just let us finish watching the important part of the action here. You finish your whatever it is you're doing and then get off the street at once, alright? Behind the locked doors of one house in the Dust District, one can hear footsteps. One can hear footsteps. What the hell? This is a unique perspective. Good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I assume you're enjoying it. Religious buildings often have thick walls. Why, I wonder? So that's the Holy Spirit won't flutter out? So that worldly desires won't creep in. In any case, it works in your favor. Thick walls contain moans and screams effectively. This is why you ordered to drag everyone suspicious to the cathedral, isn't it? So that everything would seem fine from the outside. The people who show suspicious signs are taken to the cathedral because no one in the town attends the place. If I were you, I'd hurry up with the inspection. One day, so many people will be mirrored up there that the walls won't be able to hold. I'll check on it. What is wrong with her eyes? What? She's a zombie! My husband's been dragged to the isolation ward in the cathedral. He needs to be let go, doctor. Why are people still confined there? There's no need for them to be. What with the disease having been eliminated and all? And there is a need, dear. A pressing one at that. This is the only way to prevent infection from spreading, so don't pester me with this issue. You shameless butchers. You've seized my husband and a dozen more with him. Perfectly healthy people, pure as the driven snow. My husband doesn't even get colds. His cough is due to the coal dust. He works at the railroad station. Well, clearly if he's invulnerable to colds, the sand plague isn't a threat to him either. Get off my back. Jankowski. Have you heard about a little thing called bedside manner, sir? Probably not. There's nothing wrong with her? Yeah. Oh yeah, it's just natural that way. Looking good. We found the orderlies. Orderly in chief, I can't believe my eyes. Same here. What are you doing here? Why have you all abandoned your duties? According to our papers, one moment please. I'll find the precise... here it is. After a short burst of fever, having woken up from anxious dreams, Bachelor Daniil Dankovsky passed away in his own bed yesterday after 9 o'clock as the only known victim of the sand plague. I can't say that's ever happened to me, Wizards, and I hope it never does. Signed by me, right? Because if it isn't, that means you're way out of line executing random orders. Since no signs of the sand plague were located in the stone yard, the orderly committee have unanimously decided to disband the medical worker corps. The most committed orderlies went across the river to transport dead bodies. The least committed ones went home. As for us, we've stayed here to celebrate your victory. And drink to my memory, I'm touched, moved almost to tears. Since your untimely demise, Bachelor, Judge Georgie Kane has become our direct supervisor. He canceled your quarantine measures, ordered a ceasefire, so to speak. What? Now listen to me. The threat is still very much present. Moreover, I'm quite positive that there is a carrier in the stone yard. Get back to work. I don't know. According to the judge's orders, there's nothing more to be done here, and in the case of Bachelor Dankovsky's death, the judge is the only person whose orders I'm supposed to follow. Here, see? I got it all in writing. Legal stuff. How about getting your peepers open, you cretin? Here I am, alive, right in front of you. I don't know what you're talking about. I got it all in writing. Anyone can impersonate Bachelor Dankovsky. As for me, I'm just standing my watch as an official representative. Man, this guy. Listen, these papers say you're dead, so you're dead, okay? I don't care what you say. This says that you're dead. Official my arse. I'm gonna go to the judge to set this straight. You'll be punished severely for this break of conduct. The orderlies have registered me as among the deceased. Alright, well that's great. Finally, I can get some sleep. Starling. They say the quarantine has been lifted. Are we free now? Is it permitted to cross the river? They say is half a lie. You shouldn't trust random rumors. The quarantine will only be lifted when I let it be lifted. You should tell this to your beak-headed orderlies then. They've abandoned their duties, meaning someone let them go. People expect the refugee shelters to be unlocked at any moment now. They used to be our homes after all. Is it true? When will it happen? Over my dead body. The same applies to going across the river too. Tell that to your friends. Some good, long, restful sleep. For a good, long time. Now we burn the cathedral down, right? Is there you're heading in it to give the order? You're a fervent theomachist? Theomachist, I take it? Well, I mean, you ordered everyone who was so much as sniffled be dragged there, didn't you? Lock them up, let them stew, didn't you? Stands to reason, I think. The only thing left to do is burn the place down and be done with the stinking sand pest. I ordered suspicious people there, not the sick. To be tended to, not locked up. And don't get me started on the rest of your ideas. Give you people an inch of rope. Yeah, the folks I saved some kerosene for you. Need it? No, go home and lock yourself in. People were evicted from 3 houses yesterday. They must have left food behind. When is it going to be distributed? Evicted how? Why? I don't know, but there may be goods inside, and those houses stand deserted anyway. So why won't they let us in? And where were the evicted people relocated, I wonder? It's not like there are spare houses in the stone yard. When we were trying to accommodate the refugees from across the river, people were packed like sardines. Some of them even had to sleep outside. I don't know, Doctor. It's said the owners have gone back across the river. The whole ordeal is over, isn't it? Doesn't this mean our own guests will also be evicted soon? I want to take a look personally. Where are these houses? They're guarded, I should hope? I don't know. Rumor has that there are soldiers standing watch. Even if there's no food left, perhaps we can at least move refugees there. I mean, really, Doctor, my own house is so packed, there's no room to swing a cat. Why would you want to do that? And you've forbidden them from going outside, too. I've forbidden everyone from going outside, yourself included, but my words seem to fall on deaf ears. Get back in the house. Yes, please do not the cat. There's no room anyway. Even if you wanted to, you couldn't do it. Oh, hello. The doorkeeper. The judge has lost his mind, Bachelor. He denies the obvious. Claims that the epidemic is still here. Perhaps he's not as mad as you think. He went to warn you that he's relieving the quarantine, canceling your orders. He disbanded the soldiers, unlocked the cathedral, sent the orderlies away to the other side of the river. Master is a very kind man. What did you say? I want to hear it once again. Has your master truly gone mad? I know very little. The judge is a brilliant mind. Master used to be extremely shrewd and conscientious. Help him, Doctor. Perhaps pills or leeches are in order. A bloodletting, maybe. That'll work. Just let me in. The judge is seemingly the only person around who doesn't believe that the outbreak has been curbed.
I'm so tired.
Georgie Kane, the judge. I dropped by your place at dawn, Bachelor. Wanted to warn you of my plans. Your young assistant asked me not to disturb you. I judged that it was better to let you have some rest. The catastrophe has already struck, and you needed all the strength you could muster to face the trials of today. What have you done, Georgie? I erected every possible defense so diligently, and it is all ruined now. Everything I worked to achieve. Quite so. For I am the judge, and as is commonly agreed upon, I boast a certain level of intelligence. It's plain to me that you are on the verge of shredding me into pieces, but still your wrath. As a great Athenian once said, strike, if you will, but here. Themistocles, I know. He met a rather gruesome end, by the way, died of plague. No, it was Pericles. You are a learned man, but history is not your strong suit, which is why you should listen to me. Perhaps it will help you see something that you missed in your previous studies. They were fine? I'm glad to hear that, wizards. I'm glad your cats are okay. Speak. A plague is just a type of death to you, but to me it's essentially an exam, and one must not run away from exams forever. Sooner or later one must take them. What? It's just a trial, man. Just a prank. An exam? Explain yourself. This is a rather unexpected interpretation of a catastrophe that took away half the population of your town. I have built this town, Bachelor. It's very unusual, you have to admit. This imponderable tower is its crowning achievement, and it was I who envisioned it like this. Surely you do not allow the thought that I do not care for it? This is my life's work. There's nothing in the world more dear to me. The cat did it to itself? That makes sense. Cats do that sort of thing. Let's see. And yet you lifted the quarantine, exposing your creation. Would you put your own child on train tracks too, just to check? Because it's not entirely impossible it wouldn't survive. Towns are like people. Some are common and plain, content with their plainness. Others try to prevail over their nature, grow, reach for the sky. So you think the epidemic is a punishment for the attempt? This is Old Testament logic. Don't jump to conclusions. This isn't a punishment, this is an exam. Can't you tell the difference? An exam can be passed, and then one can move forward. Perhaps a town can pass it, yes. What about single individuals? The mere mortals? Are those who do not strive for godhood unworthy of living? My heart aches for them. This is dreadfully cruel. But perhaps the thing we are trying to build can only be erected with the help of those who have passed it. The exam of death, who has learned not to fight it like you do. Not to deny it, but rather... master it? No. Embed it into themselves. Whoa. Use it. Humanity has learned to use the law of gravity, hasn't it? There is your proof. Just look out the window. There was a time when humans could not brave the sky, but that time has passed. You just gave me an idea. Never mind, though.
You seem to have forgotten something very dear to you.
The judge claims that death is not the end, but rather a test ready to be passed by every person. What the hell? Orderly number something. Pancrat Licobora, Bachelor. Can't be damned to remember my number. We got two sorts of trouble here, and I don't know which one's worse. Firstly, the steppe people abandoned their camp behind the cathedral yesterday. The ones who stayed are preparing a funeral of some sort. Secondly, the judge has kindly gone off his rocker. Cancels your quarantine measures. And I think he harbors an infected person, too. Oh, no. A funeral? Who are they planning to bury? One of their lot, I suppose, been all over the stone yard looking for you. The soldiers reminded them of their place. I'll pay them a visit. Not all Odongs have left for the steppe. Oh, that poor cat. When a person lives in one place for a long time, they imbue it with their soul. Even after they die, the particles remain filling the place, their soul particles. It's good you lock down the houses of the deceased and forbid anyone from moving in there. Who told you that? I'm very much in favor of resettlement. The tenant of the Stillwater died some time ago and was never infected, yet her mansion remains untouched. Thank you. When I walk by it, I sometimes hear her voice. That means that everything is alright. It can't be, you're imagining things. Stillwater, uninhabited due to its owner's suicide. Does the house mourn her passing? What? So that's it, right? We're free to go? Why are there so few of you here? Where are the rest of the guards? Left 2 platoons here. I mean, the cathedral's been opened again, so everyone's gone. Ours is the only unit left. Clover is a beast when it comes to discipline and orders. Inside, there were 3 dozens of people whose symptoms resembled those of the Sand Plague. What's going on? Look over there by the entrance, see? That's Staff Sergeant Plover. Ask him. He's the one who talked to the people in charge. Until the outbreak has been curbed, I'm the person in charge. I mean, they say the threat is no more. Only across the river, but the plague is dying out there, too. We managed to counterattack on it, didn't we? What counterattack, soldier? Infection isn't human, you can't shoot it. Staff Sergeant Plover. Contrary to the instructions of a representative of the local authorities, Judge Georgia Kane, I kept my squad on security duty. Your orders, sir? Yesterday, the cathedral was filled to the brim with people who exhibited signs of the Sand Plague. I hope they're all still inside. Are you kidding? Gone with the wind. Why are you still here, then? I don't want to be court-martialed. It wasn't the judge who assigned us here. And it's frightening, too, Doctor. One can't be too cautious. Scared of what? A couple of them stayed inside. The rest have scattered, but these ones must be mites? Plague-bearers. Either dead on their feet or responsible enough not to flee. We haven't checked. You don't need to, I'll do it. What are we gonna find inside? Clockworker. Each time I catch a glimpse of that giant clock up there, I am reminded of the fact that the cathedral is not a temple, but rather a machine. Who in the world are you? I am but a humble servant. I work here. I always have and always will be confined to this place, so don't worry about me. I won't go anywhere. Those 2 also refuse to leave, which means they cling to life too much. Understandable obstinacy. This cathedral sounds more like a cold room than a machine. A gateway protecting one from non-existence? You're quite right. If they leave this place, like those poor careless souls from before, they'll simply die. There's no doubt about it. You're either a fatalist or a fanatic. Cathedrals can't save people from plagues. Look up, Bachelor. Can you see the clock? Its hands are frozen. Outside, they won't live to see the evening, but in here, nothing will threaten their lives until time starts running again. If you can call this pathetic, feverish crawling inside a heartless stone belly life, that is. Whoa. So what, time is frozen inside of the cathedral now? Alright, less talk and more examining the seekers of the life eternal. What are they called anyway? Adam and Eve? Marat and Dora. That'll do too. Dora Fugel. Wait, these are the 2 people that were in the house. I beat the other guy to death with my bare hands. Don't listen to him, he's raving. Thinks he's got sand pest. But I know perfectly well it's mere consumption. And you are his who? Sister, of a sort. Why should you care? How is it important? Indeed, I'd rather examine your own condition. Look at the light, please, and don't inhale too deeply. She's unnaturally pale and drowning in sweat, but you see no other signs of the Sand Plague. The vacant look and general unfocused appearance betray a commotion of the nerves that surpasses general anxiety. I don't know, hard to say for sure. Whatever, you may go. Don't! Leaving this place spells doom. What makes you so sure anyway? Perhaps it doesn't. You two will go to my place and stay supervised. End of story. I know I'm sick, so I'm going to surrender myself to the soldiers. Let them execute me. It's as simple as leaving the cathedral, you know. Extend your arm, please. I'd like to check the pulse and look me in the eye. The symptoms do remind you of the sand plague. Fever, dilated pupils, slurred speech patterns. You will not live to see this evening, but a person sick with sand plague at this stage would also have yellowish skin coloration. It's hard to say for sure. I feel like those are all mechanics from the third game. We're gonna have to remember all the symptoms of the sand plague at different stages of infection. I'm sorry, but I can't just let you die. If you're infected, I need to keep you here as proof that I'm right about the new outbreak. I'm locking you in. Dora wouldn't leave here without me. You have to find a way to trick her. Tell her I'm okay. She doesn't belong here. Her choice, that means you both are staying. You cannot diagnose the couple in the cathedral. Let's go see who they're burying. The kin. It's been 3 days and we're yet to see a single sick person here in the stone yard. To think that the plague was spreading like wildfire before, yet somehow you managed to stop it. Incredible. I know, I'm pretty great. Yeah, you're welcome. All my work. Don't give all the credit to me. A lot of people work their fingers to the bone helping out. Is it outside? Oh, it's outside. Okay. Soul medicine be delivered by you now? I need spirits. Spirits to raise your spirits? No, sanitizers cost their weight in gold now. So what of it? Wasn't it you who ordered the drugstore locked up? Us common folk are afraid to go there. Never mind that it's on the outskirts. No meds in the headquarters, no meds in possession. And them soldier lads won't give us none. So how do we get better? Ain't God's way, this. Why do you need medicine so badly? Let me look at your pupils. Come on, Doc, I'm healthy. Only asking for my fellow man. Right, and to raise your spirits. There are soldiers guarding the drugstore, the one by the bridge, I mean. Won't let anyone in. Means they'll open it soon, right? They'll open it when I tell them to, not a minute earlier, not a minute later. That's what you think. You probably even believe the soldiers still follow your orders. Like they'd give you a single pill. Go check for yourself if you don't believe me. I'd like to watch them try and stop me. It's not they who protect my life now. It's the other way around. I'm sure they can appreciate that. So we have a few places we have to go check out. The Stillwater and the pharmacy store. You are the doctor. We've been expecting you. Oh, hello. My good people, who exactly are you planning to bury? I'd like to examine them first. No. First you will listen. My husband doesn't want you to treat him. He refuses to live. We need him to live until the evening. You will help. Until the evening and then you let him die, right? Yes. Alright, let's get to it. Where is he? Go to the yurt. You are the doctor. You will help. I'm not omnipotent. Don't pin all your hopes on me. Shazgai. Look, brethren, a snake man comes. Let us call him Moga. I'm quite content with my given name, thank you. We're not allowed to talk today, there's a celebration. Well, congratulations, I guess. No place for you here, a wedding. Not for you to watch. Local custom? She's marrying a worm? And the creature is breathing heavily. I can tell. A deep and dirty wound is gaping across its belly. No one's bothered to dress it. To operate on him, one would require clean bandages and painkillers, and you'll have to move fast. Okay. We need bandages and painkillers. We have painkillers, but no bandages. Okay. Maybe we can make it to the drugstore and come back. If I can get what I need from the drugstore. Should have bought the bandages from Sticky. But no. I decided to get the Schmouter instead. Kookaroo? Old man. Hey, sir, lend me an ear, will you? You're like the head guy here, right? And who are you? I'm Kookaroo. I'm local. Con Kane's best friend. You ask around, everyone knows me. And what might you want, Kookaroo, Con Kane's best friend? Look, old man, you're like... Ugh, listen, that drugstore, they have medicine there, like powders. I mean, it's not like everything got stolen, right? Something has to remain. That twat of a soldier is a vigilant jerk, and I need powders. What for? If you're sick, you're not taking powders, you're coming with me. I'm sending him across the river to my auntie. Your auntie? You tell the soldier he'll let you in. It's not in his interest to get on your bad side, and then you can, like, throw all that you find to me out from the window. There's a broken window upstairs. We'll split the profit. Wait for you down here. You'll wait for me? Yeah, right. I require a more inventive scam to be fooled. I mean it. Word. There's no other way to get anything from that drugstore. We can help each other. Come on, old man. Everyone knows me here. You just ask around. Kookaroo's a man of his word. They'll tell you. I'll wait by the window. I promise. Got a cig? Still not convinced. 'Tis not in my interest to get on your bad side either. Smart lad, are you? Alright, deal. So, we have to steal stuff? Smart, enterprising kid suggested to hide everything I throw out of the window on the second floor and share the loot. Good day, sir. They say your beakheads raided a den in the atrium last night. Found a huge bunch of them wicks. Did they? Wicks? Them infected gits. Got themselves a pretty little nickname, they did. The ones that are burning and hiding away from the quarantine are wicks. Those who cover themselves in rags, the responsible ones, are mites. As in dynamite. So, did the beakheads really snatch themselves a bunch of wicks? So those are the guys that were, like, setting fire to everything? Don't know, didn't ever hear anything about a raid. Look at us here, guarding the drugstore, our bunch. The orders that not a thing is to be taken away from the store. Terrible danger. Indeed, but why? They brought your samples here, I believe. The plague vials? Bacteria samples? What in the world are you talking about? How moronic does one have to be to bring them here? I'm just doing my duty, sir. If this is an inspection, I can let you in. We'll have to search you before and after, though. Sorry about that in advance. Safety measures and all. Nothing is to be taken from the store, not a single item. I mean, personally, I respect you, but the orders were clear. No one wants to have their head court-martialed. Don't worry, I have your head covered. So is this house infected? Panacea. So Artemis Barak managed to make a cure for the sand pest after all. There's just a bottle of Panacea in here. And we have Schmouters too. Yeah, it definitely feels like they're going to have us cure somebody, or maybe we get the plague at some point. They give us so many different ways to cure the damn thing. Like the whole panacea. Yeah, that's great. I only made 5 of those in the first playthrough. Executor Cloak. Okay, that's huge. Throw items. Bandages. What else did I pick up? Tourniquet. Panacea. Morphine. Immunity boosters. Ampules. Sorry, Doc, but I have to search you. Nothing's to be carried out of the store. I warned you, so no hard feelings. Go ahead, do your thing. Here's your share fair and square. There was also a bottle of some sort of panacerum that got smashed. Oh, come on, man. Are you serious? Do you have any idea what a panacea is? That bottle's worth more than your weight in diamonds. Perhaps there's more at the store. Go ahead, I'll wait. It was a serum that could cure the sand pest. Enough for several lives, perhaps. Unique, too. There's no one left to make more. Odong is on the brink of death but cannot be operated on without supplies. I've got the supplies now. I have morphine and a bandage. So now I can help him out. And I got the Executor cape cloak thing, which is really good. You looked away for 2 seconds and you heard your name. Yeah. The dead talk backwards. What happened?
The noon has come. The world has changed, bringing new opportunities.
Don't tell me the guy died. No, I worked so hard to get all those materials. He looks like he's still alive, right? There we go. You have everything you need. Proceed with the operation. Not you. Who did this to you? The wound looks suspiciously self-inflicted. Not know the lines, not know how to cut open, go away, outsider. I'm not cutting you open, I'm stitching you closed, so please calm down. We can do without your moronic superstitions. Leave, let die. If I die, then no wedding. Few of us left. Wedding? Not yours, obviously, so why should you worry? No, not mine. All done. You're lucky to have such a caring wife, worm. Enemy. Spoiled everything. Right, I've spoiled everything, of course. Whoa. Why is she dead? The wedding went well. This is for you. No declining. Is that her heart? That girl's the one who danced? No declining. She chose herself. She was betrothed to the earth. The wedding went well. A lovely wedding. Thank you? The Hippocratic Oath was observed, but it wasn't plague. Everything will be good now. We are grateful to you. How can anyone deal with your people and preserve their sanity? What happened? She was an herb bride. Brides join Earth in wedlock so that the others may live. It means no one else will die today. You are the doctor. We did this for you. You're an insane, barbaric people. How can you live with yourself? We fear neither pain nor death. One is immortal while the kin lives. You wouldn't understand. If only it was so simple, but I doubt that millions of dying people would agree with you. Millions, huh? Okay, well we got a heart. Kinda getting hungry, so maybe we can just snack on that, huh? We have to swing by the still water. We hear weird things when we're walking by that house. Okay, we can't get inside. Can you hear them? What? The voices. That must be in the mansion. No, nothing. Must have been leaves. Why did you come here? Your camp is in the steppe behind the cathedral. It's too sorrowful there. One of us is getting married. No time for joy. Isn't marriage a happy occasion? Not according to our traditions. Be curious to see your funeral then. Okay, well that was it. There's all this stuff there. I traded nuts to Sticky. When one dies, they're greeted by something other than non-existence beyond the threshold. How does one die properly? This house is guarded. Finally, you're here, Doctor. I just shoot a bunch of children away. They tried to sneak in. I see lockpicks from them, too. Didn't find the heart to shoot, sir. Forgive me. They're just children, after all. Lockpicks? Well, sir, kids often ferret about empty flats, and the owners of this house were evicted. Here, sir, the 2 lockpicks I confiscated. But they still got more. They'll never back off. I know what I'm talking about, sir. I was just like that myself. Why were the residents of the house evicted? For some reason? People from the Crucible came by, told them to vacate the premises. I don't know, sir. I was only assigned to this duty this morning. Am I dismissed, sir? Yes, go. He doesn't leave. Did he give me lockpicks or not? He didn't give me lockpicks. You piece of crap. I wanted those lockpicks. So what, we get back to work? With that stinking plague defeated and all? It means I have to return to the factory, is that it? What makes you say so? Well, calamity's over, ain't it? Hence my questions and all. If only it were so simple. You don't have a lockpick. I would if this guy gave me 2 lockpicks like he told me he was going to. I think I see why Sticky told me not to trade nuts to Shrew. She wants to do bad things with them or something. Some kind of weird superstition. So here's how it's gonna be with you, huh? Well, in that case, you're no friend of mine. What did I do to lose your favor? So when Sticky asks you for nuts, you're all too happy to run his errand and oblige, huh? And I'm second class? Do you even know why he doesn't want me to help you? No, I don't. Why? Because he doesn't want to let you pass away like normal people do. Because you two are BFFs now or something. He wants to learn stuff from you, and so he clings to you, sticks to you, cures you, and generally plays doctor. Moron. You need to have a pillow stuffed over your face and your soul stuffed into a nut. For safekeeping. Jeez. Wow. What? No, thank you. You clearly have a very kind and compassionate heart. I'll try to make do without the pillow, though, alright? This is pointless. Look, everyone hears what a person whose mind was erased by sickness looks like. You are delirious, Doctor. Raving. Do you understand? You're sick. Got infected with the sand plague, and so you're hallucinating. It's midnight now, and we're at your place looking after you. Hello, Grand Soren. Well, I'd say it's you who seems to be raving, girl, and that is a very suspicious symptom. You'll have to come with me. Yeah, right. Go with you? Where to? The afterlife? No, thank you. You'll have to manage on your own. And since you failed to bring me a nut, there won't be even a single shred of you staying here. Serves you right, too. You're no friend of mine now. Well, in that case, you're no friend of mine either. So get lost.
Discrepancies in the world.
The source or the carrier does not matter. What matters is discovering how to defeat the disease. How can it be done? According to Shrew, I'm delirious, hallucinating yesterday's events, and not for the first time. The kind girl wants my misery to end. It's not like I don't feel sorry for you. Perhaps I'll even deign to help you after all, but I'll never ever ask you for help again. No, sir. It's dangerous outside. You should all go home. Will you look at this guy, boys? Huh? He still thinks we're all standing somewhere outside. I have no intention to play games with you. Alright then, we'll go, and you won't have anyone to barter with anymore. There's no need to hurry. You're not bartering with me anyway, so what the hell? Have you ever considered going to a fortune teller? To learn your fate, and maybe even see tomorrow? Palmistry, tarot, reading entrails don't appreciate obscurantism. A mime performance is being staged in front of the cathedral, a tragic one. The actors are, not unexpectedly, quite silent, but if you manage to get one to talk... A tragic performance that will predict my fate? Sounds reassuring. Don't worry, you'll like it. I hope they return the money if the audience hasn't experienced catharsis. So there's a performance going on? Only Mad Max 2015 takes place in the Australian outback. What about all the other Mad Max movies? Don't they take place in the Australian
Feels like
outback?
someone's pulling my strings.
So immunity boosters would be nice. I've got 2. Do I have any... He still has 1 morphine. I'm tempted to grab this milk. Now we have toast and milk. Maybe eating isn't so much of a big deal in this DLC, but I feel like the main game taught me well, or traumatized me enough to make sure that I've got food on me all the time. What happened here? Nothing to see here, Doctor. It's all over. Shame you weren't here earlier, but there's nothing to be done now. Damn. Okay. Must have just missed this. What? Why are all these people dead? Were they stealing or something? Oh, I didn't come this way. Oh, it went around the back. Here comes Bachelor Dankovsky, the man who failed to defeat death. How do you know? We know all about you. We know what you did yesterday and what you are going to do tomorrow. What did I do yesterday? Yesterday, you stuffed our houses chock full of refugees from across the river, forbidding them to go outside. Robbed our wardrobe department and dressed your medical staff as mourners. Judged the judge. You don't seem to hold my achievements in high regard. Everything will be decided this evening, Excellency. A terrible appointment is in store for you, and you will not emerge from it victorious. Indeed, we do know the key to victory, but alas, it will be of no use to Bachelor Dankovsky. Why is that? Only a man with an open heart can overcome such an adversary. I've already taken a heart, I mean. Undoubtedly an open one. Oh, Excellency, what a sordid sight! Sorry for underestimating you. You definitely do have, how shall I put it, a creative touch. But this is pure madness, you can't take things so literally. It looked too fitting to be a coincidence. Come now, Excellency, come now. Do you think this is some sort of game? Even if it is, it most certainly is not played by your rules. A game is a cage, and if you fail to break out of it, you lose. We know what we're talking about. You promised to help me out with this evening's appointment. We just did. A very fitting coincidence indeed. Can you explain more clearly? Never agree to play a game if you don't understand its rules. The stakes are too high. If you already have, challenge and change those rules, Bachelor Dankovsky. Challenge and change. Thank you, I'll think it over.
You're being stared at.
They gave me Kothurni. Boots? Protective footwear helps one rise above their troubles on the poisoned earth. So they gave me boots in exchange for the heart. The tragedians believe I have no heart. I have a heart now. Perhaps the tragedians will have a look at it. I misinterpreted them. A terrible appointment awaits me this evening no matter what. One shouldn't play by the rules, not even the rules of this very game. They gave him tall boots because he's short? Is he short? According to Shrew, I'm delirious, hallucinating yesterday's events, and not for the first time. I need to get into that house. I mean, those are really tall boots. The camera set at the player's head height. Hey, he is short, isn't he? He's definitely not as tall as Artemy, that's for sure. The man that everybody kept calling a hunchback and a giant. I mean, when you see him in the plays, it doesn't seem like he's that tall or malformed. I'm doing my best to hurry, Doctor. I really am. Dismantling these bloody things takes time, but we're doing it. They truly are disturbing. Are you dismantling signal fires? Why the hell? Who gave the order? Well, it's not like anyone needs them anymore, sir, and it's getting colder by the day. October is at hand. Means houses need heating, and wood is scarce in these parts. What with us all living amidst a steppe and all. Don't you worry, you'll get warm in the evening when all the dead bodies will pile up and require moving around. What? Bite your tongue, Doctor, sir. Pardon me, but we've had enough dead bodies already. Half the town is gone. That's it, no more suffering. Now is the time to live. If you want to live, you have to listen to me. And I'm telling you that you're loosening safety measures prematurely. You're indeed a learned and venerable man, sir. Not one to indulge in superstition. But wouldn't we be croaking disaster if we keep them? Dismantling the unnerving things would be best. But it'll be as you wish, of course. I'm just following orders. If no outbreak happens by the evening, you'll light it up to celebrate. Please allow me to shake your hand. To what do I owe the pleasure? I was mistaken about you. You're the only brave person in this town. Are you trying to borrow money from me or something? A man-eater should never pretend to be a mouse. He should wield his blood-stained cleaver proudly. Issuing the order regarding the suspects in the cathedral was a straightforward and candid action. Hopefully you witnessed the display in person. What display? By the cathedral. You ought to have a look. I have no idea what you're talking about. Stop trying to wriggle your way out. There's nothing more nauseating than a person attempting to cast away their vocation. A natural-born hangman makes for a lousy rope weaver. Just work with the material fate gives you. Go to hell. So, I guess there was a hanging? Something else to look at down there? Oh, you managed to prevail over the sand plague. If not for you, we'd all be 6 feet under. Doesn't this mean the worst is over? The infection won't come back? You are safe as long as you follow my instructions. For one, I ordered everyone to stay in and refrain from aimless wandering. This building is off limits, Doctor. I was ordered not to let anyone in. I'm the one giving the orders. The order follows your instructions, sir. That's what Captain Longan said. Doctor's orders, no exceptions, full isolation. Some hothead sneaked in through the back door this morning and won't ever return. Whatever he may have stolen, he took to the grave. There's a back door, huh? I'm in the captain's bad books already, Doctor. One more slip up and he'll do me in. Won't even waste time on a court-martial. The orders are strict and precise. If you want to try climbing up the window, go ahead. I'll look the other way. But don't ask me to break the chain of command directly. I won't. I don't want you to get in trouble. I'll try the other door. I must get inside. It's 1 o'clock. Inspecting the site, Doctor? There's no one here. One civilian got in, and in he stayed. He shouted and shouted and shouted, and then he didn't. What's in there? Must be something scary inside. Perhaps the tenants found it. Dunno. Hence me asking, are you here to inspect the place? Yes. I'm afraid I found the thing I was looking for. Oh, hi. And it's locked. You need to look it in the eye, face to face. How did you get in here? Are you the looter? No, I'm an actor. We're having a rehearsal here. Go on then, sorry for interrupting you. To dance with death, you need to face it. Death is a beast of prey. Never turn your back on it. We're locked in, and I don't think they'll let us out. What shall we do? Listen, if you can hear it, that means it's close. That means you must muster up your courage and look it in the eye. Then it will freeze for a while, and you'll get a chance to move forward. Oh, what? Does this house have a second exit? You need to find yourself. Then it'll leave you be. Find myself? What am I, 13? You don't understand. I was speaking literally, no metaphors. Face death. Don't turn your back on it. Find yourself. Waste no time. Alright, I'll look around. We have to literally find ourselves, chat. It's a mean-looking lockpick. They're alive. Loot. Key. So it's in the wall? Is that what it is? It's crazy. And creepy. What the hell? Okay, we found a key. Does that mean we can get out? It's in the goddamn walls! Yeah, it's weird. I remember doing the death house in the first playthrough, and I was like, what is happening? Why am I taking so much infection damage? I couldn't figure it out. I'm glad they said something. Well, I've got the key. What do I do with it? How do I get out of here? Oh. I take my pocket watch out of this coffin. Do you hate when you enter a house and a wall skull screams at you? Yeah, me too. It's pretty creepy and not nearly as fun as it sounds. So where am I now? What? Why am I in this new place? Is that the same house? It is the same house. What the hell? Well, I got lockpicks now, so I can go into that place that Sticky and Shrew were sitting outside of. This house here. So where's the front door to this place? Was Shrew standing beside it? Yep. Sure was. Enter. Is it just open now? Pick lock. Pick lock. Pick lock. Finding a lot of food, that's nice. I also have a ton of matches. Which is both good and bad, I guess, because I know what matches are used for. Who's coughing? Where's the sick person? I hear you. Couldn't be this door, could it? I'm not gonna be able to pick it, yeah. Shh. I wasted it on the door downstairs. I had 2 lockpicks, I thought it was gonna be enough. Are you kidding? That door is 100% the bad place. And here I am with no lockpicks. Yeah, that's too bad. I feel like food goes longer for Dankowski. It's probably because he's so small. Okay, so Shrew is the only kid with lockpicks. Is what I'm gathering. Aspity is dead? But she did kill herself just to make a point, didn't she? And now it's raining, great. Why didn't you take in the boy? He'll become an urchin now. Don't you realize what he'll turn into? What he'll be doing in a week's time? What boy? You examined the late Blacker, but you didn't bother with the fate of his stepson. I'd be thrilled if he's still alive to engage in petty thievery in a week's time. He's probably smashing someone's windows right now. Who will reimburse that damage? You? Out of my way. Shut up. So this is the, Blacker house. Did I already loot everything here? I think I did. Everything I can get to, anyway. Yeah, it's too bad. And I thought I had 2 lockpicks. I thought I was so confident that I could get into that room. And it turns out I don't have enough lockpicks. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save the game. And we're gonna trade Shrew for some lockpicks. Even though I told Sticky I wouldn't trade Shrew for lockpicks. I need lockpicks. Is that a worm? What's he doing here? The air is changing. Hear it. The smell is changing. Touch it. Something bad is brewing right here. Do you feel something odd? What is it? Look closely. Listen closely. Where are the flies flying? Where are the rats rattling? Where is new life germinating? Soon it begins. I hate fearmongers, you know. What do you think is in this boarded up cabinet? The Shrew thing was such a long time ago. You just keep going with this save? What do you mean? Like not talk to Shrew? Or not save the game? Because this is the only thing I have on the map to do. Not reload back. Yeah. Yeah, I don't plan to reload back. Be nice if I got my lockpicks back. Didn't waste it on that one door. I didn't realize that those lockpicks would, like, dissolve so rapidly. How do I get to where I want to go? Not this way. I have to jump the fence. The question is, do I have enough things that she wants now? I don't know. Fuck. Well, I can't trade her. Okay. So she's just stuck. Got it. Okay. Alright. So you can't trade with her anymore. So she shuts off. I forgot. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just wait. But I mean, this door up here... This door does not look good, man. Wish I could just knock. Hello? Is everything okay in there? I'm a doctor. You can trust me. Source, trust me, bro. Alright, man, I've got you. I trust you. There's supposed to be one more house that had guards, I think. Maybe we can still find that. What time is it? 3 o'clock. They said 3 houses were guarded. Although it's hard to know whether or not it was those 2 houses plus the apothecary, or if there's an actual 3rd house. We went to those 2. Like, that one was guarded. This one was guarded. This one was guarded. That one's guarded. This is where the guy died. That's Aspidy's house. This one's the locked house. The rain's nice. Stairwells this shallow just don't really work well for first-person games. It's down there. Can I just jump from here? Oh, there's a person there. He's on the balcony. But not this one, he's below me. The clockworker. Blessed is the dead who thinks he is alive. Why hurt their idol? That would be too cruel. You are a wise man, bachelor. If they want to live through this evil day again and again, who are we to rob them of their bliss? The chance to take non-existence for existence. I'm not wise, just diligence. Yeah, we're gonna forever not know if you can jump off the balcony right there. What a cursed life. Not knowing if you can jump off the balcony. From the top floor to the bottom floor. Can I go into the Into this house now? Now that I've heard her speaking? Nope. What is she saying? Because she's speaking backwards, right? I assume somebody's recorded it and played it in reverse. We don't know. Sign a paper, sir, please, for me. I'll show it to my mom. I'll show her that I didn't shoot. What paper? Where am I supposed to get such a paper? I was recruited yesterday. I'm a local. We can just leave. I don't have to live with the aftermath. You could just leave. If we're real soldiers who did the shooting. Wait, what? Why would you need such a paper? To frame it on the wall? No, sure, I'll show my mom so she knows I didn't kill anyone. Please, sign a paper. How many were killed? A lot. Damn. I want to see it. I haven't been to the Polyhedron yet, so we're going to swing by there. I'm sure there's something cool happening there. The children are asleep, all is quiet. What children? The children in the tower over there. Several hundred, no entry. Who's in charge of their well-being? Are they fed? Provided water? No one reports that to us. I see. So, the Polyhedron, what is it, like 300, 500 kids live in the Polyhedron? A ridiculous amount of children live there. So Shrew is mad at me for not trading roughly one giant lot of kids. Shrew's mad at me for not trading nuts to her. Well, I can't go talk to her, huh? Cannot talk to... What's her face? Maria. Maria Cana. We're exploring the Cape. Let's see if there's anything else here. Aside from my cronies throwing a party. Oh, their party's done. I see. Did they leave anything useful? No. Okay, there's nothing here either. Alright, it's 4:12. This kind girl wants my misery to end. No matter what, one shouldn't play by the rules, not even the rules of his own game. I wonder what that's supposed to mean. I guess we'll find out later. So whenever anybody says they're going across the river, I always thought they were talking about this river, but they're talking about this little river. Back to the main city, I guess. We've been told today that there are no commanders left. When General Block was killed, Longan took the lead. Now they say that Longan is also dying. All the officers across the river. So, who issues orders? Were there victims on your watch? Well, the perimeter was breached a couple times, not as badly as the day before, but still formidable attempts. There was shooting. What else is there to say? How many were killed? How should I know who's dead and who's wounded? Stop twisting the knife, Doctor. There was an inspection. They wrote it all down. Go bother them. Where are the inspectors? How should I know? Across the river, perhaps, or in that cathedral of yours where you gather suspicious people. We, on the other hand, gather no one. We were ordered to shoot on sight. I ordered no such thing. Who did then? Everything that happens, Doctor, is attributed to you. Everything. Keep your watch. Everything is Daniil's fault. This is like a guilt simulator for Daniil. Masquerade Ball will be held in the main square this evening. People want to celebrate our victory over the Sandpass. You don't mind? Is the average age of this town 5? A masquerade ball? What is wrong with these people? The literal end of the world? I guess it makes sense. If everything's gonna just end, you might as well be happy when it happens. Reminds me of a show I watched called The Terror. It's about a bunch of sailors that get stranded in the middle of the Northern Passage. And it ices up. And at one point, they use their supplies to throw a big party. Daniil's fucking had it. I mean, yeah. Is everybody here? Are you all 5 years old? Give me a break. Well, I guess she died and then the other self of her decided to just leave. I was thinking to myself, what should I not use? Because I'm going to need it for later. And the answer was lockpicks. I shouldn't have used the lockpicks frivolously. What happens if I send the kids away? Go home, chop chop. I'll live. Nothing? Doesn't reveal anything? Just means I can't trade with them anymore? Well, at least they'll be well taken care of. Does Sticky live with me, or what? Didn't take that other kid in. Who are these guys? Committee clerk, doctor, would you mind settling an argument of ours? You are, after all, an outsider in this town with a clear head and a fresh outlook. We've been arguing over the reasons for the sand plague outbreak. You would, of course, agree that it happened in this particular town for a reason, wouldn't you? Indeed, I don't believe in random chance. As a matter of fact, this town is nothing but a machine, produced to challenge the limits of human potential, and our ideas of how people connect to each other. Our very relationship with nature. For more than a century, the three families ruling us have been running such experiments on the local population. You found yourself in a utopia. This man doesn't blink. He's got no time for that. Death is a limit unjustly imposed upon men. Humanity has long outgrown it. So what exactly were you arguing about? As for the relationship with nature, we are rebelling against it. No wonder it pushed us back. The steppe people live as though they're in a primeval time reverse, like stone axes have yet to be invented, worshipping bulls, talking to herbs. They don't even have a real language. It's all bull this and gur that. And yet for some reason we allow them here. And what's wrong with that? There are many peoples on Earth untouched by civilization. What about the sacrifices? I'll have you know they still make those. It's simply wrong to entangle different ages within the same space is all. Their age is different. Our time is broken. It's crippled, Bachelor. They've come from the past, so release them. Let them return to the earth they hold so dear. Let them leave. Sacrifices. This is a nuptial ceremony of theirs, and they have a point. This is an impossible town, Bachelor. You just can't have your cake and eat it. Can't mix oil and water. Can't connect similarly charged magnet poles. Or rather you can, but only by force. And as soon as that force falters, it's all going to be shredded to pieces. We are abusing nature. You need a sociologist, not a medical scientist. I'm not sure if biological principles are applicable here. We're at your service. We need to set up a spare hospital in any ordinary house, arrange for beds and other necessary equipment to be delivered there. You know the drill. Really, Doctor? You must be overworked. What for? The stone yard is clear. We should know. And in any case, it's not possible. All residential houses are overcrowded with healthy refugees from across the river. God damn you, how about the place that I'm staying at then? It's otherwise vacant. Your word is our command. Good. As for you, stay here and stay alert. Stay vigilant. I think it's all because of the polyhedron, that gravity-defying tower the children play in. To this day, I'm confused how it's supported. Balanced, somehow? I'm not much of an engineer. History already knows an example of people trying to erect an impossible tower. It ended in tragedy. However, your edifice looks complete. Do you believe in God, Bachelor? What an unexpected twist of the conversation. Do you believe the epidemic to be a punishment from God? There's only one thing I'm certain of. If this was an ordinary, common as blackberries town, there'd be no outbreak. Or would it have been something equally common and ordinary like cholera, pox? Post hoc non prompter hoc. Don't mix correlation and causation. As for me, Doctor, I'd say it's simple. Men must not be remodeled or altered, even if they request it themselves. Pitied, yes, but not altered. What's wrong with men, anyway? We have so little time on this earth that it's barely possible to scratch the surface of what we are, let alone explore humanity fully. Man is finite. To the contrary, man is far too finite. Or man is infinite. Too finite. I don't know. I only feel that this is the root of the problem. It wasn't we who designed the world like this. I believe in men, Doctor, and superhumans I do not. This earthly life wouldn't fit them. Immortals have no place in the world of the living. This is just how it works. Take from it what you will. Some fervor. Okay, well they're just gonna say they're at my service. We're setting up a hospital in the house in which the Bachelor is staying. There's no expression changes, it's like a mask. Yeah. That's pretty crazy. Most of the other folks blink, I think. They have some kind of better, I don't know. Facial expression. I was really expecting that we could go into the Stillwater after we heard her talking to us. But that's got to be an Easter egg of some kind. To find out what Eva's saying to you backwards. Hello? It's the lady from the title screen. Who's this guy? Kindest sir, fairy godfather. Can I call you godfather now? Please don't. My relations to the local people are purely professional. But it makes sense. You took us in, sheltered us, ordered to bring the sick to your own house, to close the eyes of the dying with your own hand, to give them final solace with your own prayer. It's not my house. It's a temporary residence. As for the sick, I was driven by rational considerations. Simpler this way. Thank you. Thank you. They say that you don't have a heart, but I always knew that you do. An exquisite compliment indeed. That was weird. Maybe I should go to the house and see if there's anything weird happening there. My temporary residence? Definitely not my home. What do you have to say? What do you call a person who first announces that the epidemic is curbed and then immediately sets up hospital in their very house? I'd call such a person diligent and considerate. And I'd call them a two-faced viper who fed people false hope. It's better to take hope away than when catastrophe looms than to cling to illusions, leading everyone to their graves. No, it's not. Whatever. Not winning any friends there, Daniil. Oh, the kids came here. And just like she said, they don't trade with me anymore. But they are sure here. Hey, Gigolian, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. How's it going tonight? Welcome, folks. If this is your first time here, I am the Sharply Dressed Man. We're playing some Pathologic 2, the Marble Nest DLC. Hail and well met. How was your stream? Did everything go well? We're playing as Daniil Dankovsky, the Bachelor, the doctor. And we're playing through one day, trying to save the last two. In this world, there are two districts which are unaffected by the plague. They've been isolated by this river, and these bridges have been cut off, right? But Death has told us that there is one person who is infected, and we think that they're in this house behind this locked door. We ran out of lockpicks. So I'm trying to find A, more lockpicks, or B, see if there's something else I can do in the meantime until the time passes. And then we find out what happens. Stream was good, fought some rebels, killed some bandits, and killed some spiders. There you go. Death reigns here? What the hell happened? I didn't get the plague in time? The day is over, he says.
Things the same.
The living are here. Out of time, Daniil, yeah. You didn't solve it, Daniil. You didn't use the lockpicks on the right door. So now the plague is in that district. This district is still safe. The other one is just ruined. The Crucible is off limits. The Ark is full. Those who have been taken on board by the judge will probably be saved. As for me, a mutt's death for a mutt. Dying in the street. Oh well, ain't worse than dying anywhere. There are other places to seek shelter. The cathedral, for example. Like anyone can find salvation in that place. Yeah, we did something really bad. So the Crucible is now off limits. Because I don't know, the plague is just all over there. We have to go there, though. I think that... Well, we have to see if there's anything that we can do, maybe? I'm not sure.
Look, that's him.
Look, that's him. Talk. Time is coming to an end, but that's fine. We'll manage without it just fine. Clearly you have no appreciation of how the world works. All of you, an insane, disjointed town. It's all been in vain. The plague has gotten to us here. The neck and mallet districts are already poisoned. This is all your fault. I did everything I could. Whoa! Whoa! Here it is, Doctor. Here it finally is. You were right all along. So here we are, standing our watch once again, awaiting your wise orders. I was too late. This is it then. No. We need to find a way to withstand the outbreak now. Perhaps someone will survive. Nothing is over yet. This is just the beginning. This is what I've been told to relay to you. By whom? We deal in death, Bachelor. We have our own sources. Some of them on the other side. Death is a lousy employer and way too willful a partner. This is not a fight against the plague. The plague is only a facade. Who is my true foe? The town is doomed. My search was pointless. Have you seen them? Rats everywhere. Thousands of rats. What does it mean? It can't be here already, can it? Calm down. It doesn't mean anything yet. I'm standing my watch, Doctor, as per your instructions. My job is to educate the local populace on the required precaution measures in times of an outbreak. If the local populace keeps roaming the streets without a care in the world, educating them won't do much. Why did it act as though nothing happened? We're understaffed. We can't make them stay in. We can only educate them. Although in my humble opinion, sir, it's all pointless now anyway. Walls won't protect anyone from the pest. Poisoned air doesn't care about walls. And rats are omnipresent too. Recite the instructions. Immunity is key. This is our main defense, our tough armor. As long as it's high, there is a chance to escape unscathed. But infection gnaws at it. When it becomes low, it's time to take immunity boosters. A-pills. Only they're unavailable. There were some at the drugstore, and in personal stocks too. If you manage to get to one. All in all, they're obtainable. It's hard, but doable. Alright, go on. The air itself is dangerous, or to be more precise, the black particles it's filled with are. They are what wears out the immunity. However, if you're already infected, it stops being a hazard. When you're infected, you need to keep an eye on other things. Such as the things that exacerbate your condition, obviously, being touched by infected people, the mobile clots of airborne infection, the so-called plague breaths. The more infected you are, the faster you're dying. Go on. The level of infection is decreased by antibiotics, but they're also harmful for your health. We forbid the populace from taking too much of them. That can lead to a fatal outcome. In any case, if the infection has already found its way into your body, antibiotics cannot erase it completely. Go on. What else? Immunity aside, thick clothing also protects from infection, which is why we wear these outfits that even cover faces. I think that's all. Well done. As you were. The fires turned out to be handy, Doctor. Your expectations came true. Truly, you have a brilliant mind. Thank you, thank you. Yes. Quite brilliant. I've been asked to remind you of the appointment you have for today's evening. By God's mercy, perhaps it'll also go smoothly. You've been asked? By whom? How do you know my appointments? I'm just standing my watch. Come, little birds, and gather around the marbled nest. Damn you to hell. Come, little birds, and gather you around the marble nests. So it's 6:30, or 6 o'clock. Everything goes crazy. What is this last one? What will become of us? Don't give up, live as long as you can. Apathy and fear are the deadliest killers. So can I get into this house now? Was it this one? Yeah, it was that one down there. I want to see if I can get in there. The one that was locked. That I needed the lockpicks that I so frivolously used on other things. No. They said there was going to be a masquerade party in front of the cathedral later. Oh, hey, what's going on here? That was the carrier. Sure was. You have to watch an ad, but Matthew McConaughey is in it. Well, there you go. Thank you for the compliment, Camilla. Appreciate that. Welcome. How are you tonight? What makes you think so? Them savages are the root of all evil. Who else could bring the pest with them? Plain as day it is. You imbeciles, he had nothing to do with it. Good riddance to the plague bearer. He did it. He brought the pest. There's no one else that could. Should burn their step den down too. Gather the good people at night, light us some torches, and burn it to hell and back. What? For real? Shouldn't have let them in here in the first place. That was your doing. We know everything. You deserve no better, worm lover. Calm down and get lost or else. Can we get a tie close-up, please? I can increase the size of my camera. Let's just do this. There you go. Tie. And vest. There's the tie. Your pest got medicated. Nice, nice. I'm glad that your pest is doing well. Looks like my house is okay. The kids just need to stay indoors, and I think they'll be fine. Okay, so the plague is here. Where are the... Where's the council? Where are those guys that were sitting at that table? That I told they needed to set up a hospital in my house. Oh, what is going on? Hello? Why are they these dudes now? You like the tie, but you can't in good conscience increment the counter? That's cool. That's fine. I understand. You have your preferences. I'm not going to force you to give me compliments. I might gently encourage you to, but it's up to you. We would kindly suggest that any unauthorized attendants move along, please. Sorry, but our workload is tremendous. Who are you? We're here to replace the deceased. Keep tabs on the deceased. Find accommodations for the deceased. Take complaints from the deceased. If you'd like to file a complaint, please wait in line for your turn. I think I'm going insane. Every order and instruction of yours has been carried out with precision. We accept no complaints in regards to ourselves or our predecessors. Not from you. If you feel dissatisfied with anything, you have no one to blame but yourself. The beds you provided for the makeshift hospital are creaky. This will not do. I need to have a good night's sleep. So they're dead? You are deceased and have some complaints? What are your complaints? File them. Can't go in the cathedral anymore. That's blocked off. So what do we do? We just kind of have to witness the end of the world? Unable to do anything? Did you read your handbook? What? Handbook. What are you talking about? Oh, the deceased handbook. Oh, yeah. Okay. Is that a Beetlejuice reference? All concerns of the deceased are answered in your handbook. Oh my god. Nice, nice. I thought I'd missed something. It's like, did you read the doctor's handbook? Because it tells you everything you need to do. These people are still standing there. They haven't moved. Ever since they tore that poor woman's heart out and gave it to me. Forced me to take it. Saba Uspin? Wait, when did we learn that her name was Saba Uspin? Her full name. This is 2025 simulator. Witness the end of the world without being able to do anything about it. Yeah. No, you're right. This is it. This is how it feels. There's a plague. I should be able to do something about it, but I can't. My hands are tied. People are just dying, dead in the streets. Can I go in here? Nope. Can I go in any of these buildings? Not even the ones that I was able to get into before are open to me. What's your ideal post-apocalyptic hellscape from a video game? Ideal post-apocalyptic hellscape? Man, that's a loaded question. What are my options? Let me think. Post-apocalyptic games. What do we have? Last of Us. So world is, like, taken over by mushroom people. You got, Fallout, obviously. What else is there? Is this whole place up here also infected? It's not. So now it's 9 o'clock. I'm trying to think of more post-apocalyptic video games. Like Horizon Zero Dawn, I guess, is considered to be post-apocalyptic. What happened?
Night has come.
That's right, it has. It's time for me to return home. My presence is expected. Well, that's ominous. What the hell? What is happening? Hello? Ladies and gentlemen, Splatoon is post-apocalyptic? Death Stranding, Days Gone? Okay. Did you look up post-apocalyptic video games on the internet? um, just I'm just asking. Just asking, okay? I'm not a big fan of zombies, so wouldn't choose like a zombie post-apocalypse. I actually think Death Stranding is kind of cool. It's like not very traditional. But it kind of mirrors my current existence because all the people that live in that game live in these little shelters underground and they don't ever leave. So there you go. That's pretty fun, right? Just wait for the Amazon delivery people to come and bring you your things constantly. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Let's go with that. Hermit life. Oh my god. Did you come to pay respects? Pay respects to whom? You aren't a local, are you? No, I'm not. Daniil Denkovsky, a doctor from the capital, passed away in this house an hour ago. Would you like to come in to pay respects? Please, rituals are very important for the local crowd. The local crowd needs to check their facts better. I am Daniil Denkovsky.
I'll take you to your end. Tend, mend, friend.
New Vegas, but only if you get to be Fisto, the robot, the sex robot. Alright, everybody, yeah, what is your favorite post-apocalyptic hellscape? Dibs on Death Stranding, evidently. So scary, but just keep yourself together, alright, Doc? The fight is not over, is it? Of course it isn't, don't worry. You can stay here forever, as long as you'd like. The world is your oyster. You can even live forever if you want. As for the banging and the other horrors, just forget them. How could anyone forget all this? Just keep it out of your head. Allow yourself to zone out, and morning will come once again. Once again, I will wake you up, sort of. Will help you to, like I always do. Everything will be fine, like it was before, huh? Sounds tempting, I can't argue with that. You've almost come to. See? We've been here all along. What is the banging noise? What noise? Are you okay? You lot shouldn't be here. Look, y'all, he's waking up. What if he attacks us? I'd say we make a run for it. I don't think you'd manage to, even if you tried, lad. I think we've been boarded in. Is that what all the banging was? They were boarding the door? Oh, come on, man. What? Why does everything have to be so bad? Still can't go in that room. Why are the children of the corn here? I don't know. I asked them to come back to the house because I didn't want them to be standing around in the plague when it finally hit. And so here they are. I'm coming back home. My presence is expected. Now we got the spooky music. Oh, God. This guy just... he always sneaks up on me like that. Talos principle, Gego? You want to live forever as a robot? You're sticking to Splatoon for your technicality? So, Bachelor Denkovsky, the founder of Thanatica, a lab where you've been fruitlessly trying to solve the problem of human mortality for too many years. The tragic sand plague fighter. Are you ready to die? Go on, I like how you're listing my achievements. More, please. Enough. You've had enough time to put yourself and your actions in perspective. Your thoughts keep coming back to your very last day, time and again, as if you were trying to fix something, but in reality you are lying here, delirious, clinging to the naive hope that this terrible house is a product of your imagination, a prophetic nightmare. Are you trying to tell me that when the boy woke me up, you once again refused to die, and plunged into a new loop of your deathbed derangement. Everything but this house is a product of your imagination, but now you are finally coming to. There's only one step left to leave the illusion behind and embrace reality. I'm afraid I'll have to be insistent, so I repeat, are you ready to die? Give me a moment, I need to collect my thoughts. Do that. Thinking is never inappropriate. What is this? Is he actually infected, lying on the bed, dying? And this is his hallucination? Fisto versus Talos? Yeah, assume the position, please. The judge believes that the epidemic is a sort of exam, testing one's ability to become superhuman. Not superhuman, just human, if I may kindly correct you. If only you understood the immeasurable vastness of humanity. You would never want to become something else. Are you ready to die, Bachelor Dankovsky? Oh, well, okay. I'm not Bachelor Dankovsky. You may take him. He was starting to wear on my nerves anyway. You chose freedom. Congratulations. Give me your hand. Now the interesting part begins. It turned out to be true. The transition is real and the timeline continues. So does the entity I call myself. More emotion, less words. They are all obsolete. It's all different now. Wow. So all those people that were like, yeah, Dankovsky is dead or Dankovsky is dying, that was real. That was messed up. The DLC was actually, it was a lot of fun. It was super good, but man, so it's basically Daniil trying to come to terms with the fact that he couldn't stop whatever was happening and died from the plague. That's great. This also has multiple endings. Yeah, okay, so how many multiple endings are we talking about here? How many endings does the Marble Nest have? The number of endings can vary depending on the player's choices and actions throughout the game. All endings. Ending 1, ending 2, ending 3, ending... There's 4 endings. You can't play by the rules, that's right. Okay, so there's an ending that we unlocked that we can actually do. I just didn't do it. We got apparently we did all the prerequisites to unlock one of the endings, the final ending. Which is to, you have to ask the executor for another attempt at life, talk to the tragedian outside the cathedral, which we did, get the heart, talk to him again until you start talking about the games and the rules, and then in the conversation, we have we have to give him different answers. In this conversation. This house is so messed up. Okay, let's see. The requires lines of entry to speak with the tragedian about games. The player can confront the executor that evening. Okay. List my achievements. So the kids were right. The kids grew very fond of you. They keep vigil over your body, even fighting over the privilege of fetching water for you. The girl is the only one smart enough to realize that it's time your torture ended. But adults always underestimate children, think they are more intelligent, and you are no exception. But now you're boarded up with the children of the corn for eternity? That's right. We're done. Keep vigil? What do you mean? You once again refused to die and plunged into a new loop of your deathbed derangement. Everything but this house is a product of your imagination? I refuse to. This is all a trick. So you refuse to die. Are you sure you thought this through? Yes. So you want to repeat this cycle again? The choice was yours to make. So if I can go again? I can just start this all over again right here? I really don't want to die. Close your eyes. When you open them, a boy called Sticky will wake you up and the stone yard will once again be free from infection. What? Anew the day begins. This is also a way of conquering death, to return once again to the time petrified again and again. It's a cycle, a pause. Things will change and the day starts anew. So this is like a second ending. Where you're just Groundhog Daying yourself into eternal suffering, basically. Okay. Nice. And then it starts over. All right. The Marble Nest. Deaths 0. So wait, did I actually unlock this ending? I'm not sure. Because it says I misinterpreted the tragedian, so I don't know if that actually makes a difference. The bachelor must provide the tragedians with a heart during the day. Yep, we did that. Help Kukuru to steal from the pharmacy. Did that. Yep. Yep. If the bachelor completes the required lines of inquiry to speak with the tragedian about games, the player can confront the executor that evening. Oh, that's what this unlocks. No matter what, one shouldn't play by the rules. Okay. So we got 2 endings. There's 4 endings. Tragedian. Listen. I'll say it how I want. Are there any tragedians in the audience that are offended by how I pronounce it? Okay, I like how you're listing my achievements. You're trying to tell me that when the boy woke me up, this is all a trick. Don't get me wrong, I'm very fond of thinking. You can say it's a hobby of mine. Never miss an opportunity to think some more when the chance presents itself. Are you a tragedian, Camilla? Thinking is never inappropriate. Okay, this is, in the morning you told me that you're not unlike a law of nature. A rule, so to speak, of this world. Could you please remind me, though, which rules exactly we're playing by? What on earth? Whoa, okay, so this is it. What do we say? You're not death, you're merely a puppet. It was I who brought you to life, and it is I who will end it. Touché, bravo, Bachelor, or are you? It's hard to tell who exactly talks to me from the other side of the glass. What a cumbersome mask. Anyway, what do you plan to do now? Solve the same problem in my real life when the time comes. The laws we think immutable are false, the laws of nature that dictate mortality, the laws of games we play. Well done. One doesn't have to follow them indefinitely. Rules are made to be changed. That was it. That's the true ending. Okay. If we want to get the 4th ending, that's super easy. The 4th ending is really, really easy to do. We'll just go do that real quick.
Where?
Okay, so we'll just have to get through this. I'm a doctor. My plans were disrupted by a freak accident. If only I could relive the day. I'm tired of step poetry. Let me through. Any Saturday is followed by a Sunday. Say hi to the bull. What's up, bull? Is there another door here? There we go. Get out. Keep out. It's locked. Do I have like a key? There we go. Daniel Dankowski and the power of I mean, this guy's... This guy's been fighting death his whole life, right? Pile of dead bodies in here. So there's what? These are all the people from the city. Just piled in here. You're raving and not making too much sense. Puzzle is not the word I would use. Okay. I did my best. This is a common epidemic. Stop it with the foam at the mouth, or do I need to teach you a good composure? I like how they teach you how to fight. You don't need to fight in this DLC. Unless I guess you choose to. Talk. Are you ready to die? Yes. Indeed. Did you consider it well? It's neither a joke nor a dream. You're making a real choice now. Yes. I always say precisely what I intend to. Good. Finally you understand. I really hope that you do for your own sake. Otherwise, this is where it all ends. Who knows? Most people would simply cease to be at this point. Few would make a step beyond. Let's see who you are. Give me your hand. Here it is. That's it. There's the ending. Sometimes death is not the end, but merely a new beginning. But not in this case. This loss was pointless. It teaches nothing. There you go. There's all 4 endings to the DLC. Daniil Dankowski comes to terms with the end of the world, and hilarity ensues. The insta-lose, yeah. That's it. You do love this DLC, it's so open-ended that people can kind of decide what happened afterward. Yeah, that's really neat. So, I mean, you could say, yeah, Daniil became infected, went through this whole thing in his mind, just said, no, I don't care what death says, I'm going to continue living, and then got better. I don't know. That's pretty fun, though. I really enjoyed that. That was good. Alright, but it's 11 o'clock. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night here. It's a little bit too late to start a new game at this point. So, we'll say this is the end of the stream. Hope everyone enjoyed Pathologic 2's The Marble Nest DLC as much as I did. We got all the endings. That's also kind of cool. I like that. Just get all the endings all at once. Very little wasted time. Alright, folks. Let's wrap it up. Okay, if you enjoyed what you saw tonight, this is my plug. Don't forget to follow the broadcast here on Twitch, or subscribe over on YouTube, whichever way you are enjoying the stream today. I would love to see you all here again next time. Speaking of next time, my next scheduled broadcast is on Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, so I hope to see you all there. Okay? 7:30 p.m. We're playing some more In Sound Mind is the current game. I would say we're probably about a third of the way through that. Maybe half. I don't know. It's hard to say. In either case, finishing up in Sound Mind, likely on Wednesday, possibly Friday. And then we're playing some Monster Hunter Wilds on Friday night. Alright, wizards. Alright, folks. In the meantime, have a great rest of your night. Have a fantastic Tuesday, and I'll see you all next time. Good night, folks. Take care.